And finally, let's take a look at a couple of important global variables that Node.js provides to us. We've mentioned a few things throughout this lesson in reviewing JavaScript that are new and different to modern JavaScript implementations, and in particular Chrome's V8 and Node.js. But here, Node itself is providing us with a couple of new things. So let's take a look at those right now. You might be familiar, and if you've programmed JavaScript in web browsers, you might be familiar with Windows being sort of the global object onto which everything is added, and things like all your new variables are thrown onto that. In Node.js, the equivalent is global. Anything you add to global is anything you sort of declare globally is added onto this global object that is available to us. So let's create a function called print global, and then what we're going to do is console.log global name, like that. Now what I'm going to say is I'm going to say global.fish equals gold, and global.pet equals cat. Now I can say print a global fish, like that, and print a global pet, like that, and cat. So that's the global object in Node.js. The other key one is the one called process, and the process one has a few functions that we'll introduce to you throughout the other lessons. It's definitely going to be the one we use the most. You can call process.exit with a code to actually just get out of Node and terminate the entire process if you want. You'll see some of the things like a function called next tick in the next lesson. So I just wanted to get you sort of familiar with that right now. The global and the process are the sort of the two key global variables in Node.js that we'll see throughout these live lessons. And with that, we've wrapped up our second lesson here of the Node live lessons, and we're going to, in the third one, let's get into talking about what makes Node.js so special and fascinating, and that will be non-blocking I/O and asynchronous programming, which is very, very cool, but carries with it some sort of challenges and little tricks and traps we want to pay attention to and get comfortable with. So I'll see you then.